Hello, my crafty community. It's morning where I am, but I hope your day is going well. It's supposed to rain tomorrow again, but for now, it is beautiful and sunshiny. Today, I'm going to make these Easter cards. This is the one that you saw on the thumbnail, the first thing you clicked into. And I call this my Faberge egg because it's very detailed. And there's my little bunny, and here's some grass. And I will show you all the components I'm going to be using. First of all, my inks. I'm going to be using Distress Oxide. I've already embossed 4 pieces here. These are my clouds. I thought I could have gone ahead and embossed a blue, but this is going to be a little bit different. So there's that. And then the inks I've chosen to go along with my eggs and the pattern paper: Rococo Rose, Rich Raspberry, and Tranquil Tide. Kind of different Easter colors, huh? The stamps I'll be using are from this stamp set. And I don't recall the name of the set, but it's really cute. Happy Easter, Bunny Kisses, and Easter Wishes. And I have my glue, my Tombow. I'll be sponging that. And these are the papers I'll be using. I'm going to punch out with this, the sentiment piece. This is from Stampin' Up. Got my white. I've got Rococo Rose. I've got Rich Raspberry, Tranquil Tide, sparkly white for my little bunnies. And this is the die for that. I went ahead and left them together because it's just easier. I always need several at once anyway. And this is my shimmery cardstock. And I thought these colors went really well. Here is my grass die. This is from Lawn Fawn. And I cut out 3. And I used, like I said, I used half of it on this card. And these are the pattern papers. This is from Stampin' Up. This has been a few years. And I forgot the name of it, but they're beautiful. And the color is actually, I think this is Blushing Bride. This is Tranquil Tide, and Rich Raspberry. But my Blushing Bride ink pad is really, really light, and I don't have a re-inker for that, unfortunately. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and use the Rococo Rose. So I'm going to cut these first. Oh, and here's some decorations I'm going to be putting on. These are from Dollar Tree. And these I got from Amazon. A whole set of all different colors. Really amazing. And these are card bases I got from my stash. And then, of course, here are the eggs. They're different sizes. So every card will be a little different. These are the dies. Aren't they pretty? Okay, so let's go ahead and cut our paper. I put down one of my Stampin' Up sheets so I don't make a mess everywhere. So I'm going to cut this down to 5 1/4 by 4. We're going to do these assembly style. I want to do all my cutting at once, all the stamping at once, etc. I will be cutting down the cloud pieces also. Rich raspberry is so pretty. Okay, so there's those. Now, let's go ahead and cut down these pieces. And I want to make sure again of the approximate. Let's see, so we have 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. So we can see a little bit of the pattern paper. Whether you're joining me now live or on the replay, I want to thank you for joining. We're going to get really creative. Okay, here's the last one to cut down, and then we'll start coloring these. How's that? Okay, let's throw these pieces away. All right. Now, out of the 3, I chose 2 others that look blue, but they're a little bit on the green side. This is Salty Ocean. So we're going to go ahead. I have my little dauber utensil, for lack of a better word, from scrapbook.com. And here's what I did with this. I keep the dedicated pad on here with the little Velcro dot. So I don't have to worry about contaminating inks. Okay. I wish I had worn gloves to do this because it does tend to make a mess. I think this adds more interest. And I can even leave some little white spots, and I think that's just kind of like a normal sky. Okay, so there's one. Hello, M. Mellon 2010. What is your first name? Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Yes, we're definitely on a journey, aren't we? Michelle, great. Thank you so much. So 2010, is that how long you've been on YouTube? Had a YouTube account? I've been on since 2019. January 2019 was when I finally got the got the nerve to post my first video. And that was a video response to someone else's video, and I made my own version of something that they created. Okay. So these are all going to be a little different. That's what's nice about it too. Some character. This is salty ocean distressed ink, Michelle. Distressed oxide that I'm using on here. I had two other ones, but they were just a little bit too green. I think it was peacock feathers and uh, I used to have tumbled glass. That probably would have worked too. I don't know what happened to that. Okay, so there are our four cloud pieces. So let's let them dry a little bit, and then we're going to stamp the inside of the card. I'm going to turn this over so I don't make more of a mess, which I tend to do. Okay. So I have my little blocks here. And let's see, we're going to use 2 tranquil tides, 1 rococo rose, and 1 rich raspberry. So let's do 2 tranquil tides first. These are interesting colors. Oh, that's all right. Especially if you're on mobile, I understand. Yep. So let's put that, center that as best we can. Yep. Okay. Tranquil tide. This is a new stamp. I had to get it worked out yesterday. I hadn't used it before. So sometimes they can be a little finicky. Okay, that turned out pretty well. All right, so we have 2 tranquil tides. Oh, I'm going to have to get a white. I don't know. The pink is not going to go with the tranquil tide very well. Okay. I have an ivory. Oh, sorry about that. I have an ivory. Let's do that. I don't know why I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I totally understand trying to type fast, especially on live streams when there's a bunch of people trying to say hi to everybody. It's challenging. Okay, there's that one. All right. Now I'm going to clean my stamp. I have homemade stamp cleaner. I just keep in a little bottle here. This lasted me forever. And then I have some wipes down here in my drawer. Let's go ahead and put this on while the other one's drying. Okay. Okay, now we're going to do Rococo Rose. Hi, Rebecca. How are you? You might want to use it. I am so sorry. Let's see. Yeah, well, I'll just move up. Thank you for telling me that, Michelle. Okay, so here we go with the Rococo Rose. Okay, yes, I have all that stuff. I need to do that. I'll just move all that. Okay. There we go. Yes, I have all that stuff. So I don't need that folder anymore, so I can get rid of that. I can get rid of all the dyes because I've shown you what I'm using. Rebecca, here's the dyes I'm using. The eggs, my bunnies, and my grass. Okay. Move that out of the way. Okay. So we've got the Rococo Rose and the two. And then now we have two Tranquil Tides, one Rococo Rose, and then the Rich Razzleberry. Okay. Let's clean this off. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle. I'm really glad for the feedback because sometimes I don't know how well I'm making myself more accessible. Okay, so now one more. And that would be our Rich Razzleberry. I haven't used this for a while. So it's a good opportunity. It's a nice rich color. There we go. Yeah, well, that's the reason my channel is called what it's called, Little Crafty Nook, because my space is tiny. All right, so there we go. So now let's put on our pieces, our pattern pieces, onto the cards, the front of the cards. This is my Tombow snail runner. Okay. The Cocoa Rose. We're going to use the Blushing Bride piece. I think it's a nice contrast. Did you do anything special for St. Patrick's Day yesterday? my hubby and I went square dancing, all dressed up in our green. Okay, so there's that. Let's go ahead and put these pieces on. See how that shows just a little bit of the paper. And we're going to build our little scene. I did a scenic card last year that I thought was pretty cute. I have that down in my description box. Rebecca, I was saying earlier how I could have just embossed a piece of blue paper with this folder, but it doesn't give it as much character. Oh, Michelle. Yeah, we're all, his family was really surprised when they heard that he was square dancing with me. So it's victory. Okay, Rococo Rose. There's that one. And one more. The Rich Raspberry. Then I'll go ahead and start punching and stamping the front sentiment piece. Okay, there's those. Great. There's that. And my punch right here. Rebecca, this is the punch I'm going to be using. I'm Stampin' Up. This is Happy Easter. I forgot what set it was from. I had like 3 different sets. I mix and match. Where's my white piece of paper? There it is. I put all my paper over here. There we go. Of course, you can use scraps because these aren't very big. I do it this way so I can see what I'm doing. And yeah, good. I can get them all with this one. Great. Okay. Now I'm going to be doing the same thing. And I'll show you the trick here. One. So I have 2 tranquil tied. So I'll punch 2 of those. Then 1 rich raspberry. And 1 Rococo Rose. Okay. Now I'm going to stamp these first, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do here with these. Good. That's the whole idea. Michelle, great. Yes. I always invite people to craft along, even though it doesn't, obviously not exactly this, but yeah, a little motivation. Okay, so again, we're going to use our different colors. Rich raspberry. Okay, let's get that out of the way so you can see this. I want to give it some pressure, but not too much that it totally smudges. The Happy Easter that was in the stamp set I showed you earlier did that. And it was very difficult to try to find just the right amount of pressure. So I said, forget it. And I found another Happy Easter sentiment. So that is good. I like that. Okay. So let's clean that off. At a time like this, I wish I had all my Happy Easters. Okay. Now let's do the Cocoa Rose. Oh, that's fine. That's fine, Rebecca. Phones work. There's just many computers anymore, right? I didn't even get a smartphone until I came here to California. That's crazy. And 2 Tranquil Tides. Okay. Oops. This was trying to come off. I'm going to have to put some temporary tape down to make it stick. But it makes for a nasty stamp block after a while. Oh, okay. There we go. Let's try this. Okay. Yeah, the Happy just did not want to stay on there. Okay, just 1. And 2. There. Okay. I'm in Northern. Okay. I used to live in Riverside, Michelle. My dad was stationed there at March Air Force Base. And my grandkids are down there now. They're in LA. Yeah. And I did drive down to LA once for a conference right in downtown LA. And I thought, oh my goodness, never again. Well, they changed the conference to Dallas now, so that's not an issue. All right. I'm going to show you a neat trick here. See what I did here? This is the exact same stamp, or I mean the exact same punch. I just cut it in half and I positioned it as even as I could on either side, like so. Let me go ahead and cut them all up first. Okay. I'm going to put runner right there. And I'm going to position, so let's about right there. And same thing with the other side. Yes, I agree, Michelle. The only good thing about driving all the way down there, well, besides the conference, but Um, my cousin lives just east, well, however you position it. I forgot the name of the town, but she lives out of LA and she says she never goes through. She drives around. So there is that one. Now there is, I didn't get it quite even, so I can just trim that off. Not a big deal. There. So we'll put that aside until we get all these done. This will be the last thing to go on. I'm going to put everything else on first. The egg and the grass, the egg and the bunny. Okay. Okay, there's that one. Thank you so much, Michelle. They're a little different, but I think it works. I'm all about, I love to dabble with colors. I love all the values and the hues and the tints and all that. And one thing I will say about Stampin' Up! Is that they are very good at matching everything. So I think it's really great for beginners. But I got lucky with my pearly paper, and I found some excellent coordinating colors. Okay, we're almost done with this. Okay, so there's those four. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, let's bring these out and find my grass. Okay. All right. This one's cut just right. We're going to put it at the very bottom, like so. I'm going to use this extra piece of white scrap to glue on so I don't make a huge mess. I'm just going to, you can sponge it on too if you want. But I don't want to glue down the very top pieces, and there's a reason for that. Give it some dimension besides. Just get it all the way to the bottom, like so. And I'm going to have to measure these. And oh, I'm going to have to pop out some pieces too, it looks like. See the little bitty. So let me do that. Yes, it certainly is, Michelle. You're on the East Coast, Rebecca? Yeah, I think you told me one other time, but I forgot. Let's see, it's you and Michelle. So Michelle's down Southern California. I'm up here in Northern California, Bay Area. We will probably be moving out of the Bay Area. We're retired now, which gives me more time for this. Yay! At least I don't have to be in panic mode all the time. Working nights made it really difficult. Let's poke out with this little handy tool I got from, I don't know if y'all remembered the Annie's Club. They did sewing and crocheting and knitting and crafting, paper crafting and all that. This was probably one of the good things that I got out of that, to be honest. Okay, so this is, let's make sure my measurements. 4. So let's cut this 4. And 4. And while we're at it, let's cut this one. Okay, I have one for another project. Let's poke those holes out again. Oh, Delaware, okay. One of the original 13 colonies. Nice. Wow, Michelle, that's awesome. Yeah, I was definitely late to the party with a lot of stuff. Now, when I lived back in Kansas, I did do acrylic painting. So I still have several of those at my husband's house, my ex-husband's house. So I don't know if I'll can pick those up next time or not. We'll see. My oldest granddaughter is getting married, or they'll have a bigger ceremony later, but right now, I just want to try to attend their little informal ceremony. Okay, I'm just gluing this one. Good. Oh, good. What other things did you do, Michelle? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I did the painting. I have a couple of pieces out in my living room and kitchen, but it just wasn't, I need to do more of it. I just let it fall off a little bit, but I still enjoy it. Whoops, what happened here? That didn't work right. Let's redo that one. Okay, I want to cover up the bottom of, or try to anyway, the bottom of the pattern paper with this piece, and the tops of the grass come up onto the clouds. Although the clouds, unless you just pretend you're looking out further and the clouds are in the distance, but clouds typically don't come all the way to the ground. I know that. Oh, wow. So you had your own original Build-A-Bear, huh? before they got popular. Good for you. Yes. I did really good with crochet until I had to turn around and make the second row. Oh yes, wonderful. Yes, that's such a great thing, historical thing to be proud of for sure. Okay, where is the fourth one? Okay. There it is. Why did it run over there? Okay. Okay. Yep, 2011 is when I came to California. Yep, I stayed with my brother and helped him with his kiddos, my nephew and two nieces. And then I moved out on my own, and that's when I got my smartphone. Okay. Now it is time to put our eggs on. This is the Rococo Rose. And see why I left the tops of the grass unglued, because it'll fit down in there a lot better. Now this egg, if you notice, you can see the butterfly really easily in the middle. But I want to show you this. I think it's really interesting. Can you see the butterfly in this one? It's kind of like an optical illusion or a little game of the differences. Can you see the butterfly? I'm thinking that is the butterfly in this one. It looks like more like a butterfly than all these other pieces. But I saw that. I thought that was pretty neat. There you go, Michelle. You know what they say about hindsight. It's okay. Businesses are definitely hard, especially when you get started. But they're worth it. Okay, so here's my glued. So I'm going to tuck it behind the grass. And then I'm going to lay it down like so. So that'll give me room for my little bunny. So there's that. Cool. Cool, Michelle. Yeah. I didn't see that for a while. But that's now you can't not see it. So let's see what I have. I think that one would look good here. He's looking up. He's standing up looking at the egg. So there's our bunny. So we're going to glue him and tuck him under the grass also. Okay. So that's the gluing. I'm going to pop these up on foam tape, so we'll do that at the very end. Okay, and let's do our, is that rich raspberry? Yeah. Oops. Oh, well, okay. That was the rich raspberry. But I don't think it looks too bad, do you? It stands out more. But I meant to put this one on. Okay. So should I do the opposite here? What do you think? Yeah, I agree with you, Michelle. The yeah, crocheting might be harder on my hands. Yeah, yeah. Um, I'll just that's not going to match as well. I don't know why I did that. Okay, so this is the smaller one with the butterfly in the middle. Okay, good, Michelle. I'm so happy to hear that. Yes, I pulled this out. I have a lot of these little 6x6 paper holders. And so I just went to that to try to find something that wasn't too bright and but Eastery. And so I settled on these papers. They're old, an old Stampin' Up bunch. Back when our demonstrators would sell us cut up portions of the designer paper. Okay, so there's that egg. And we'll put our little bunny. We'll just have this little guy sitting down. Poke him behind the grass. Okay, so there's that one. And now for our tranquil tide. It's almost lost in the grass because the grass is green. But that's the idea. When you hide Easter eggs, you don't want them to find them that easy, do we? Oh, mix them all up. Okay. Yeah. That would, oh, I might try that later, but I tried to plan a little. Now, this is interesting. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put this guy jumping. How cute is that? And I have to poke his little white eye. Oh, that sounds horrible. Poking his little white eye out. Okay, sorry. So sorry. Okay, there we go. Okay, here's our bunny. He's jumping towards the egg. Okay. Oh, well, when my fingers get sticky, this is what happens. Okay, let me wipe off my fingers real quick. Good, wet wipe. There we go. Okay. So there's that one. And last but not least, oh, you're welcome, hon. I'm so sorry. I get busy and unfortunately, that should be the first thing I think about, but I don't. Okay. Let's sponge on here. Thank you, Michelle. You're really sweet. Oh dear, everything's coming undone now. Okay. Press it down a little bit more there. Okay, there's our egg. And we can do another standing up bunny. Oh, thank you. I've been doing these lives since last August. They're it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And yes, practice makes perfect for sure. That's in anything. All right. So there is our bunnies. I'm going to get out my, so I have some bunnies left over. I'm going to get out my foam tape. This is a roll. It comes in two in a pack from Amazon. And I think it works really good for the long pieces. See how that looks? Okay, where's my scissors? Right here. Ah, Rebecca. Yeah, well, it's a challenge for sure, but it's a fun one. If you can categorize challenges. All right, there is our tranquil tide, and we're not done with this card yet. Still going to decorate. So another tranquil tide. I so appreciate you being here. It means a lot to me. It's definitely more fun when I have people to chat with. Okay, there's that one. And or rich raspberry. Well, okay, yeah. Because the paper is rich raspberry, I will be putting this one on this one, and then that one on that one. And I did cut this piece in half because on the last one I put it too high up, but so I'm going to use that piece. Thank you, Michelle. Life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Oh, I'm almost done with this for some. That's interesting. It's not done yet, but look. Who knows? Okay, if I bump this one right up against it, I can put both of them on. Oh, it's going to show a little bit, isn't it? Ugh. All right. Let's see if I cut that off. Okay. Not so sticky. There we go. So the egg stands out a lot on that one. All right. Now let's decorate. Okay, for Tranquil Tide, I pulled these out. And I'm going to do mid-size. I'm not going to do great, big, huge. They have them in 3 sizes, which is awesome. There we go. How's that? The egg broke? What broke? Oh, I do have just smaller ones now. Oh, no, there's one. Good. Saved by the bell. I just happen to have 2 more of these. Okay. There's that one. And the rich raspberry. Well, I'll do this shiny. Isn't that cool? How I like this. It shines. So let's, and they're the same size. So that's fine. They're a little thinner than the other ones, but they shine. And then, okay. I think I'll put the lighter of the 2. So let's put, because it matches more with the pattern paper, I think. Oh, well. Sometimes the adhesive doesn't come off, so I'm going to have to pop a little bit of glue on. So let's do that. If they're old, especially, sometimes that doesn't come off correctly. So we just have to put a little glue on. Oh, yeah. I don't know. No, because here's the other side. I can keep going, which is weird. I don't know where that came from. Okay, there's my little daub of glue. And hopefully I can get it centered where I want it. Okay. Ta-da! All right. There are my 4 Easter cards. I want to thank you so much for coming, Michelle and Rebecca. It's an absolute pleasure. And I'm going to type this in. Hope you had fun. I will see you next week, hopefully. Have a wonderful day, both of you. Bye.